Hi everyone, I'm Hayley. I'm always in the craft room and welcome back to part 2 of my series about planning my holiday wardrobe. I don't think you've seen this part of the sewing room as yet because the lighting isn't great, but we're just going to go with it because I need this big desk so that we can match fabric with patterns. So in the last part of this video, we went through what we are doing on holiday. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it below. I'm not going to do a massive recap, but we're going to Croatia and it will be hot. We went through everything we were planning to do, what kind of outfits we would need. We went over to my wardrobe, pulled out everything I already had, and we made a list of wants and needs. I will pop it up on the screen. And now we're going to make a new list with item, fabric, pattern. And that is what we are doing today. I went to the stash, pulled out a load of lovely fabrics, and now we're going to work out what we're actually going to make. Item number 1 on the list was a jumpsuit. We're going to make a République du Chiffon Dominique. I told you I'd already cut it out. So here we go, we can have a little look. All I've basically done is the pocket flaps. But you know, progress. And for me, the hardest part is cutting out. So if that's done, we're well on our way. So that's that. Next on the list, it's quite a long list, it's quite overwhelming. What we're going to do is the easy stuff first. So I'm going to write out the full list, but then we're going to fill in the gaps with easy things. Okay, so one that I definitely know exactly what I want to make is the long skirt. Made it before. The pattern is Simplicity 2451, and I actually have 2 possible fabrics for this. This is one of them. It is a viscose twill with a lovely gold foil on, and it's navy blue, and I love navy blue. I love viscose. I think the foil detail is nice. I made a dress from this, and by my face, the gold does not look the best. So I thought, wouldn't that be great for a skirt? This is a remnant, but I obviously had a lot of it. So I think that will be the skirt, and I think that will look great with my mellow top from Georgia's portfolio. I did have, bear with, another fabric that I thought might be nice for the skirt. In case you can't tell, the sewing room is a bit of a mess because I've just been pulling everything out and throwing it all over. I'm going this way. That's weird. I can't find it. I did find something else good. I don't know where that's gone. Anyway, it is a mustard viscose or a cotton with tiny little hearts on. It's really cute. I'll insert a picture when I find it. But again, that colour does not look good near my face. Don't know what I was thinking when I bought it, but it will make a brilliant skirt. So, skirt, we've either got the navy and gold or the mustard hearts. Next easy thing is t-shirts, and I say that because look what I just found. Apologies for the zip noise. Are you ready? 2 half-made t-shirts. They got sent to the naughty pile because this is a closet core tee, free pattern on their website, and I had it almost finished at the end of last summer, and I don't know, I wasn't loving it. But you know what? All it needs is a hem. I think I gave up because I wasn't sure about the length of the sleeves. I generally prefer a cap sleeve, so maybe I just need to mess with that. But there we go. That's one t-shirt taken care of. So what are we going to call that fabric? Is it a cheetah print? We'll call that cheetah. The other one is their scraps. This. And I don't even remember what pattern I used for this. But I tried to do a pattern hack. And yeah. I tried to add a V-neck to a scoop neck, and I've just made an absolutely obscene t-shirt. It's like the deepest V that ever V'd. We'll see if we can rescue that. You know what? It's probably not great for holiday anyway, because in this see-through viscose burnout, I'd need a cami under it anyway. So I feel like, yeah, that's going to be too warm. We're not even putting that on the list. That's going back in the naughty box. But still, one t-shirt. The other fabrics I dug out that would be good for t-shirts were this. I thought that's just a cotton ditzy floral from Dots and Stripes up in Scotland. I thought that would look great with navy linen trousers. We'll come to that. These two fabrics, I bought both of them on holiday last year in Amsterdam. And either of those I think would be nice for holiday. That one I really love. This one I think will look amazing with those Simplicity shorts I showed you yesterday, or it was yesterday in my life when you're watching this. It was probably a while ago in the last episode. But I think that would look lovely with those shorts. This is a viscose, and you know I'm trying to stay away from the viscose jersey, so I think the cotton jerseys will make nice Idlewide tees by Itch to Stitch. This one I think needs a drapier pattern, maybe the Hot Patterns Sunshine top. I do really love that one. So that's the floral jersey. Okay, so that's some t-shirts sorted. What's next? A travel dress. Now, years ago, I bought a pattern for my husband from Jolie. It's like a t-shirt but with a collar. So I think Americans would call it a polo shirt. I would call it like a golfing shirt. I never made it for him. That's a whole nother story for another day. But the long and short of it is he's very ungrateful. If I make you something and you come back with endless suggestions about how it can be better, I will not be making things for you again. But I've seen like tennis dresses with that kind of neckline trending this year. And I have a couple of pieces of fabric, both navy, which I think would be good for that. One of them, I would love to get out the stash because I've had it for years. It's driving me mad. I don't know what to make with it. And it's kind of ribbed on one side. Ooh, crazy lighting here. Sorry about that. It's ribbed on one side and just knitted on the other. But I don't know if I have enough of it to get a dress out. If I don't, I have a navy French terry, which for a tennis dress, I think that could be nice. It sounds kind of warm, but also weirdly cool. And a bit more structure might be nice. So for the travel dress, we're going to make a tennis dress using the Jolie pattern. It is a pattern designed for men, but you know, the pattern doesn't know that, does it? So it's not going to have a lot of bust shaping, but I think it will be fine for a throw on and go dress. I'm thinking side slits at the bottom, if I remember, because quite often I whiz things through the overlocker, creating the side seam, and then think, oh, I meant to do each side seam separately and then stitch it, turn them back, press and top stitch. We'll see if I remember. So, and that is with, that's definitely going to be navy, either the rib knit or the French terry. I'll try the rib knit first and do some pattern Tetris. See how we go. Okay, next, a Gant dupe. So this is a Gant ready-to-wear dress. I've had for years, absolutely love it. Need another one because it's getting worn. And I bought this beautiful fabric, it's navy again. This isn't intended to be a capsule wardrobe, but I just really like navy. And I don't know if you can see, it's a cotton with a really lovely texture. It's like stripes woven in. Isn't that gorgeous? This was from Leon's in Manchester, and I have been considering making an Odell dress with this, with the amazing sleeves. But I think we're just going to stick with the original, which I think was a new look pattern. I will put the details in because those stripes, I don't want to break them up by doing that structural sleeve, although it would be a lovely weight for that pattern. And I couldn't find anything else in the stash suitable. So the Odell dress will have to wait. That's going to be the new look. Love it. What's next? A shirt. So I was thinking like a linen shirt as a little cover up because, you know, I'm very sensitive to the sun. But I've been through the stash. There is nothing. And I don't really want to buy it online because I feel like with that specifically, it's going to be such a specific texture I'm after. And linen comes in so many weights, you know, trousering, what some people would call shirting, but I want more of a blouse weight if you think there's a difference. I need to do that in person. So we're going to put that on pause for the moment. I have a shopping list that I carry with me at all times because, as you can tell from the vast array of places where I've bought these fabrics, everywhere I ever go, for whatever reason, I look up fabric shops and have a nose. So we'll put that on the ongoing shopping list. And if we can find something, we'll do it. It was a want anyway, not a desperate need. So that's everything except for the linen trousers. And that was the number one need. It's the thing I need the most. And the reason for that is that I've been putting it off the longest. I had 2 pairs of linen trousers. One I showed you the other day are at least 15 years old. The other pair failed on me, literally, about 2 summers ago, and I have yet to replace them. And it was a funny story about when they failed on me, actually. We were with my husband's aunt and uncle. It was a beautiful sunny day. I was wearing my linen trousers. We were going for a lovely pub lunch in a beer garden with the kids. And as we walked down a very steep hill approaching the pub, I felt stitches rip in my crotch. Waddled down to the pub, went straight to the ladies, checked the damage. It was bad, but my modesty could be saved if I just sat down. So I got to spend like 2 hours in a pub garden with a gin and tonic, unable to chase after the kids because of a hole in my trousers. It was amazing. There was like a whole play structure. There was lovely gardens. They were running everywhere. They were like toddler age, and it was intense. And I was like, sorry, love, can't help. There's a hole in my trousers. So happy memories of those trousers for many reasons, but they need replacing. And I have 2 fabrics ready to go. You're going to be shocked, but one of them's navy. Just a lovely, oh, I've got to stop doing that. Sorry. Just a lovely navy linen. And also I went with a sandy neutral. But the problem is patterns. Trouser fitting. I do have a Vogue pattern for linen trousers. I think it might be elastic waist. I'm just looking it up on my iPad now because I do keep all of my patterns organised. Trousers. There we go. 8584. Oh, these are so on trend at the moment. They're like cargo trousers. I bought this pattern many years ago. But they are indeed elastic waist. I don't want an elastic waist. I do have a new look pattern of which I love the waistband. It's really nice. But the trouser leg I have not got right yet. I am tempted to hack the swim style Carla loungewear pants. You might have seen another video I did where I made those knit pants in a stretch woven, and it worked. However, I don't love the back of them. I ended up adding a pleat, no, not a pleat, a dart, because there was too much fabric at the waist, and the effect of adding a dart to a dartless pair of trousers was that there's now like a little hump over my bottom because I've taken the fabric in there and it's released there, and I don't really have a hump to go over, so that doesn't look great. But maybe we could take that pattern piece and just fold a bit out the length of the whole back trouser piece, because I feel like I made a medium, and I think I am a medium on the front, but maybe I'm a small on the back. But if I go down to a small, everything gets smaller and then things don't line up. But what if we just took a pleat out the back, like folded it out on the paper pattern? I will say, as I've worn those woven collars more, and I have been wearing them loads, the waistband, which is quite straight because it's knit, is now too big at the top. So, crazy idea alert, but could we put the new look waistband on the collar trousers, using the front piece as is, altering the back piece to take some width out the middle, because the side seams seem fine, it's just I don't have much of a bum. I think we're going to try it. I don't want to waste the good fabric. And I did, when I was looking through the stash, this was all running through my mind, like, trouser fitting is hard. I couldn't find any good fabric for a wearable toile of the linen trousers. I do have an old sheet. I think that's the plan. Yeah. I'm going to mess around with the pattern, kind of draft something myself, but not really, and run it up out of a sheet. I won't even put the zip in. I'll do the front, the back, the waistband, and pin it, and just see if this is absolutely bonkers, because there's a good chance it is. If it is, I have had my eye on the Chiara pants from Tessuti, which are like a wide leg linen trouser. What is putting me off is that they have a facing, not a waistband. And so they sit a little bit lower. And I think I'm going to want to tuck things in. So I do want it to come up quite high. But they are a definite possible. So that's the plan. Now, of course, we need some bonus projects. This fabric, I love, would be nice. I was thinking a knit sundress would be good in that. If the t-shirts work out and we've got time, I would love one out of this. That one was from Rainbow Fabrics in Kilburn. This one was from Abercarn in North Wales. And also, who can guess what this is for? Crunching alert, but I'll hold up the whole packet. It's raffia tape yarn, because I want to make a summer shoulder bag, just a tote, crochet by the way, just a shoulder bag tote, not really a beach bag because I feel like the sand would get in that a lot, but just like a summery handbag. So that's a nice evening project to work on in front of the telly. Yeah, I think we're all set. You guys, that's a lot to be getting on with, isn't it? I'm glad I started planning this early. I'm sure I won't get to all of it, but the ones we have to do are the jumpsuit, we're on it, the linen trousers, and some t-shirts, but bonus, like, one's almost done. So next time I see you, hopefully I will be tracing patterns, cutting things up, getting ready. The plan is done. Let's make it all. Is it straight? Oh, I've not got my mic on. They are very let's get read.